Ready for another dynamic week of trading? Let's see if we can make up for a day's loss of trading. 4-day week here. Market looks like it's going to be opening down across the board, but again, keep in mind that down does not mean short. Not necessarily so. All right? And up doesn't mean long, and gap ups don't mean long, gap downs don't mean short necessarily. We can't predict what the first 2 minutes and sometimes the first 5 minutes we need. We can't predict what that first 2 to 5 minute is going to form. So you can't go into the open guessing, gambling on what side you're going to play on. And the mind is a tricky thing. The moment you have a bias, it becomes your child. And you become more loyal to your bias, even when reality in your face suggests that you should not be loyal to your bias. We're loyal to our biases to the death. We see only what our bias tells us and not reality. So you have to stay free from your biases. And this couldn't be more important off the open than any other period of the day. Being bias free is most important right at the open. All right. So anyway, let's get ready. Keep your minds free. You should have your screen set up in a way where you don't have to change symbols. That you're 6 to 10 and you should not have more than 10 stocks that you focus on. But you're 6 to 10. You should not have less than 6, but no more than 10. That all 6 to 10 of these should be staring you in the face. You should have real estate on your screen for all of them. And you don't need a tremendous amount of past data. You know, you don't need this. Don't be looking at your charts like this. No one can trade like that. All right, that's not how you look at your charts. The guide is you need to see space between your bars. You need to see space between your bars. If you can't see white separating your bars, your charts are too squinched up together. You want to be able to see separation. That's my guideline. If you can see white between each bar, then you're about right. All right, you're about right with the data. All right, every now and then you want to see a longer view. Just flip to a 15 or a 5. You want to see a longer view, then snap back to that well-positioned 2-minute chart where you see space between the bars. That's when you know you're dealing with the right amount of data on the chart. All right. Are you guys ready? You ready? All right, let's do this. Feel free to take any trades that jump out at you. You do not have to follow me. Oftentimes, I will take a trade that you can't take anyway. All right, we are off and running here, guys. But you're here to learn concepts, but you trade what your heart and your soul bring you to. Or more importantly, you play what appeals to your heart and your soul. You're sitting, you're waiting, you're not searching. You're letting the first 2 minutes go by. You should not be anticipating the vast majority of the time. Anticipating or entering before the first 2 minute finishes is not a common event. MU is looking interesting, guys. MU is looking interesting. Keep an eye on MU. Okay. JD for the lower price traders looking interesting. Square for the higher price traders, it's a little tricky. I'd be very careful with Square. But MU, JD, all right. Guys, I'm going for a little short here in Baba. We'll see how this works here. I did not get. I only got a tiny, tiny lot here, guys. Real small. All right, so MU guys, mark off the low. Let's see what MU does if it breaks the low of the day. Okay, so for me, guys, look, why do I play this lightly? Because I have to go maximum loss way up above 157.20. We're talking about $3. So I can't go heavy with that maximum loss. I can build to a heavy position if it starts performing correctly, but I can't start there because if this thing shoots up and stops me out, I need that loss to be controllable. All right? So here's the game. Trading with my babies here. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. 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 Haha. You're a master too. Let's see here. All right. Quick 2300, guys. Quick 2300 first 4 minutes of the trading day. Not bad, not bad. Guys, I do a lot of scalping, whereas I'm teaching you not to really scalp at this point, but I'm teaching you. I'm training you. I want to focus on what you're doing as well. So I don't really have the luxury of riding something out because you will get ignored. I promise you. If I took on real positions and like I used to in the past and rode things out, I would not be able to teach you. Okay, almost $2,300 in the first 4 minutes of trading with my baby traders. Casi 2,300 en 4 minutos. Woo! I'll tell you a story. When I had offices, right? When I had trading offices, all of our training happened after the market. Traders who traded with me in my trading offices, they know this. There are still some traders with me that used to be in my trading offices back in the 1990s, the 80s, I mean, not the 80s, I didn't have them in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, early 2000s. All of my training happened after the market. We would start at 4:15 Eastern Standard Time, 15 minutes after the market. Why? Because there was no way for me to take the positions I used to take and teach at the same time. It was impossible. So traders knew not to really bother me too much during the trading hours. But I did wind up getting out of this BABA right at the lows, no? That's crazy. I am a genius. I mean, a master. Oh my God. And Microsoft continues to drift to the downside. The MU delivered nicely as well. QCOM drifting lower. Oh shoot, I did not get this. Um, okay, guys, here we go. Almost 5K. Do you think I'll get the 5K? No? You think I'll get the 5K? Come on, 5K. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Here's a 5K. I'll take that. Boom, boom, more. More, please. More. More. Oh, shoot. This thing is kissing my orders. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Shoot. Oh, no. Oh, no. It just robbed me. All right, guys. Into cara. Look at that tail up there, guys. I shorted at the top of that tail. And I didn't even get what I wanted. That would have been bigger. Cool. Loving it. I love this game. Just love it. Love it. Andrew wants to know why did I short here, guys? Let's help him out. You see here? He wants to know. Somebody just answer him for me. I want to see if you guys know the answer. Why here? There you go, Mario. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him. Look at all the traders telling you, Andrew. Look at that. You'll get there. But see? Look at all of them telling you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you have to wait for the tail, Ender. I don't, but you'll get there too. All right. You have to wait for the tail. So you would short here. All right. You would short at the tail. Let me show you where you would short. You're not going to do pyramiding yet. This is called, what I did is called pyramiding. Well, I call it pyramiding. There are traders that are at the level of pyramiding. Who pyramids, guys? Who pyramids? Some of the advanced traders pyramid, right? JR pyramids, Audrey pyramid. See, the advanced traders pyramid, that's not for you yet. All right? That's not for you yet, pyramiding. All right? So when you're pyramiding, you are on this side, you starting at 50% short, 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 with the idea that you're going to cut it off at your maximum loss per trade, right? But you start at an area and it's anticipatory, right? But when you are not there yet, you trade from the right side. Pyramid trades from the left side. You trade from the right side and you get the tail here. Do you understand? And so if you can't get the signal right first, you can't anticipate the signal right. So first you start on the right side, waiting for the signal. And then when you get good at this, you just by naturally becoming good at the signal when it happens, you start to gain a feel of when the signal should begin. You see? And that's the level that you want to go to, from playing the right side to the left side. $5,500, 5,500 con mis bebés. Woo! Gotta love this. In training, my traders, in your face trading. That's what we call this, right, guys? In tu cara. Boom. And that's the level that you go to, from playing the right. So that was the reason for the play. It was an anticipatory event here at the 50% level, more or less. Knowing that the 50% level is often a reactionary area. Here we go. Guys, can you hear me now? Am I audible now? Okay. Who's making money? Who's making money? Who's making money? Are you making money? Yes. ¿Quién es ganando dinero? ¿Quién es ganando? Mis bebés, mis bebecitos, my babies making money. Haciendo dinero con Oliver. Todos. Woo! Haciendo dinero con Oliver. Boom! I love it. Yo amo trading. I love trading. Amo mis traders. Right. Guys, I'm freezing in this location. I have to, let me change locations. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back here. My God, guys, NVIDIA, I saw someone screaming NVIDIA. Who nailed that one? Who nailed the NVIDIA? Guys, let me get some screens up here. Oh my God. Whew. JR, that's nice, man. Let me bring up this NVIDIA. This is crazy. Whew. My God. All right, guys, I'm still here. Getting myself totally set up this new area here. Hold on. Oh my God, guys, the QCOM, the MU continued. I hope you guys played the MU. That's the first one I brought to your attention there. All right. Nice. Got the MU? Nice. Guys, there's a point, right, that I want to share with you this morning. You have to protect your mindset, right? Listen to me carefully. There is a mindset that is conducive to you continuing to progress in your trading. That's that mindset where you're enthusiastic, you're positive, you're gung ho. Your results may not be there, but you know you're in the right place. You know this is for you. And you're just full of just promise. That mindset has to be protected. It has to be protected from two things. Well, three things. It has to be protected from the people close to you, because sometimes the people close to you are your enemy when it comes to this, even the people you love. All right. So you have to protect that mindset. You can't let the people close to you ruin that either. All right. If you have to stop talking about it around them to do that, fine. But don't let that mindset be affected by that. Don't let that mindset be affected by other people who are miserable in the same thing. All right. So people in your same group, people in your same trading circle might start to get sour, might start to get negative. And you have to protect yourself against those people who are looking to shift blame from themselves to the program, to Oliver, to trading, to the market being rigged or a scam and nobody can make money out of that. Protect yourself against that. All right? Don't let misery spill over into your world. The last thing you have to protect that mindset from is you. Sometimes you can reach a point where you get so frustrated that you shift your mindset to being critical, negative, bad vibes, and that you start to want to blame everything except you. Because at the end of the day, no one presses your buy button or your sell button except you. And every single day you see what I teach you work every single day of your life. You may not have been in what worked, but every day of your life, you will find, for instance, multiple tails, which I teach you. One of the most powerful signal in the world, GBI, All right. Stay in after big red bars, because big red bars protect you. Stay in. You see, every day the concepts I teach you work in something. Every single day of your life. So your focus should be trying to capture those things. There are no excuses. All right? There are no excuses. You understand, guys? You got this? A little sermon today. All right. All right. Andrew and QCOM, you play QCOM? Whoo! I love it. Guys, pretty simple day today, no? MU. Beautiful. Can you try a short here? Yeah, you can. I'm not overly excited about it though. I don't know why. Let me see. This, you know what it is? I think it's this bull 180 here that's throwing me. Guys, sometimes I just don't know why I would not take a play. I have to think about it sometimes. But I don't always know why. But that's going to happen to you like when you start developing a proper, what they call a trader's gut or a trader's sixth sense, right? Right now, traders in the beginning of their trading life, they think they have a trader's gut. But what they consider to be a gut, they consider it their thinking and their belief system, their thinking process, their feelings. Those are all unreliable. The trader's gut does not come from the mind. It does not come from your feelings. It's beyond that. It's intuition. You understand? Intuition is not a mental process. It's above your mental process. The sixth sense is outside of your feelings. So, I'm constantly teaching you how to get beyond your thinking, how to get beyond your feelings, because those are really your worst enemies. Now, I'm not always right. with my trader's gut. I'm not always right, but nothing is always right. Nothing, you know. Let's see what this MU does down in this bull 180 area. You focus on the top of the area in particular. Okay, what else is going on here? Augusto, eBay. Nice. Did you short that this morning, Augusto? Augusto? All right, awesome. Felipe, you too? Awesome. Haciendo dinero. Okay, watch out for that 20-period moving average and that prior low there. All right? Don't do anything reactionary, but just be careful with that. You want to be real tight in that area. All right, remember, you can always get back in something. See how it reacts off that 20-period moving average. Just trying to throw in some support down there near the prior low. Let's see. If the prior low goes, it might drop nicely, but I would not let it bounce up from here very much. I'd be willing to take my gains, and maybe you can try another trade if a GBI happens or something. But ride this out, but don't let it bounce up very much. Don't allow that. Because here is your chance to get the whale complete, right? That's the whale complete there. But the ones that don't complete the whale, a lot of times do that. You know, so you don't want to give it a lot of room here. Give it some room. I'm not saying put it in a do something now or never straitjacket. Just don't let a big bounce happen on you. That's all. Nice. So you're getting your whale complete now. The whale is completing itself, so you can continue to ride this. Guys, did you see my post with the dog jumping into the leaves? Did you guys see that? I'd say that's pretty much what happened here this morning. I'd say that's pretty much what I did this morning. Just jumped right in. Boom! Oh man, the market's dropping. Did the MU finally finish dropping? Did it keep going? Was that what we were looking at? Yeah. Yeah, it kept going a little bit. I'm trying to find a little bit of support here. A little bit of support there. It's in the range of this bull 180. Guys, Twitter kept going down. Look at the Twitter. So GBI situation there. These GBIs there. Look at the BABA, guys, where the BABA runs up to the origin of trouble. Here's trouble right there. So it comes up toward the origin of trouble, falls back. But this move was so powerful that you can't expect a new low on this. So you got to combine that move into one bar in your mind. There's that 50% mark. You see? I can keep dropping, but you got to look at it like that now. Like this, you don't look at it anymore, really. It's this now that you're playing off of this now, because this has wiped over this. It's like a paintbrush. It's painted over all of this to the left. So now you're working as if this is your first bar of the day. Tell me you understand that. You're working as if that big giant green bar is the first bar of the day. Make sense? Know when one side has painted over the other side, you know? %50 strikes again. All right, but if you look at NVIDIA, right, you don't see that. You don't see a big enough move up to erase all of this. That's when you know it's shortable again, really, you know? But look at the difference in that, where, guys, when you combine, right, when you combine the red together in one move, right, and then you do the green didn't bounce anywhere near to eliminate this. So that's shortable again, right? But if the bounce eliminates the vast majority of it, it's different, like in BABA. See, it eliminated the vast majority of it. So the pullback now is going to be more shallow most of the time. Nothing's 100%. You have questions? All right, Ella, let's try. Shoot. Give me 1 second, just ask your questions. I'll be right back. No, I mean, the short was here if you were going to give it a shot. Why are you want to do it here right now? You mean based on the GBI? No. You either do it here or not. This is way too late to me. For me, I just like to get it at the right point. It can go for guys. Listen, another thing. Every dollar is not yours. I want the lowest risk dollars. That's what I want for me. I see things falling apart. This could go lower. You can give it a shot. As long as you're willing to lose this, you don't want it above that tail. And that's an acceptable loss. That's not a lot to lose. You can take the risk. But the real short is here if you're going to want to. For me, I was saying that the way this turned, it's likely to find some support here. And I'm thinking like, all right, if I get in at 35, what's that? Like 10 cents, 12 cents? I don't know. I'm not a very good low price trader. I kind of lost my feel down in the lower prices because the dynamic is different. The dynamic is different. I would have to trade in that price range for a few weeks to get my feel back. All right. If we have pullbacks, did I miss a question? Okay, you just repeated it. If we had pullback soon after entry and had no chance yet to take initial profit, can we take initial profit on the new high? Or do we no? Once you get a pullback, Ella, the rule, profit taking rule, switches to new high. It leaves three pushes. Three pushes is in that scenario where you go straight up, basically, with no pullback. And that straight up move gives you three pushes. But once you get a pullback, you move from the three push rule to the new high rule. And the three push rule is gone forever for that day. You got it? All right. If we get a shelf version of the pullback, no dip, you can add on the break. Yes. So, for instance, here's something like a shelf version, right? Where you didn't get the bounce really, but you got the sideways movement, right? Look at the sideways movement here. It doesn't look like it, but if you think about the tails as being up moved, so look at this. One, then back down, then back up, then back down, then back up, this tail, then back down, then back up, this tail, then back down. So you got this sideways movement here, and you can short the break out of that. You see? Does that make sense? So the same way you would short here, you would short here. It's the same. Or GBI, of course. Well, Pedro, it's not a matter of what you like or not. It's just that's the proper way to play. All right. What you think or like usually is it's not based in anything real, not in the beginning. You know, some traders get into this mode where, man, every time I'm waiting for a new high, the new high never fails. Yet, every day you see new highs. So who do you think is creating that? It's not the market that doesn't do new highs. It's just you're creating it. You create your own reality in this in a lot of ways, guys. It's, in a sense, what you believe actually happens to you. Like if you believe you can't get more than 10 cents, you will never find a play that seems to move more than 10 cents. Has that ever happened to you? Like you see everybody else grabbing 50 cents, 60 cents, but you can only grab 10 and you don't know why. You're creating that. That's not the market. The market shows you dollars every day, yet you can't find a play that goes more than 10 cents in your direction. Who do you think is the creator of that? There are new highs and new lows every day, yet all of your plays never make the new high or the new low. Who do you think is creating that? The market is like life. You make out of life by what you do. It's not life itself that is doing it. It's you utilizing life. It's you as the trader utilizing the market. You find what you believe in. You want a miserable life? Be miserable, and life will send you misery. You want to go into the markets believing like your plays don't reach new highs? The market's going to give you plays that don't reach new highs. It's as simple as that. It sounds metaphysical, but I'm telling you, it is real. It is as real can be. You know what I mean? That's your creation. Look at all these new lows. Look at all these new lows here today. Bounce, rally, new low. Bounce, rally, new low. You know, I think that one was going to get there, but still. I mean, they're all across the board today. To say that they don't happen is just not good. All right, question number 3. If you took initial profit and the price continues to grow, but your intention was to pivot out on the last lot, is there a point at which you say that it no longer makes sense to pivot out and take the rest of the profit? Yes. What you're asking is, after you take a move, a profit, right, on a run up, and you were looking and you take profits here, and you were looking for it to pull back to give you a pivot, and then you were going to move your stop under the pivot, but this keeps going. Can you get far enough where you should take the profit again? Yes. When there's enough distance between your last profit take and you've run another race, yes, absolutely. Well, Ella, that's where experience comes in. You just want, you can use the 3-bar rule again, like it's a brand new start. So let's say you say, wow, this thing is not pulling back. It's keep going. Well, if I get 3 pushes again, I'm out. You can do that. You say, wow, this is another 2 bars. If it gives me another one, I'm going to take it. Yeah. As you develop Also, you'll be able to come up with your own solutions to these things because experience will spit the solution out to you. You just have to keep trading and keep collecting experiences. And guys, listen, stop, please stop this view that experience should only be winning trades. Guys, you have to lose to become great. You've got to lose a lot to become great. That's why trading on a well-crafted simulator will save your life, because you have to lose first before you become a master. Do you want to lose your life? You want to lose your family's fortune during that phase? Or do you want to gain your skill, get past that phase before you start risking the money you and your wife saved to buy the house? You understand what I'm saying, guys? That you have to lose. That experience is both winning and losing. Don't let anybody make you feel bad about the concept of practice, practice, practice. No professional team just enters into the tournament with zero practice coming off vacation. They practice days, weeks, sometimes months before their season begins, so that when the season begins, they're hot already. No pilot goes in the air without first practice, practice, practice. Don't let anybody make you feel like practicing is not the right thing to do. After the first pivot that has 80% retracement as stop adjustment criteria, can we do the adjustment earlier on subsequent pivots? Can you go halfway after the first one? Why don't you do this, Ella? Why don't you keep track of halfways and 80%ers and see which one performs best? That's something that I think your experience has to bear out for you. Does that make sense? Track them both. Like, what you want to specifically do is when you adjust based on what Ella's asking is this, that when a stop rallies, my rule is that it has to achieve 80% of its drop, right? This is 100%, right? So it has to achieve 80% before this can be called a pivot. That if it goes to here, it's not a pivot. You see? It has to achieve 80%. What Ella's asking is, after the first one, can I use the 50% mark as the pivot? And I just say, well, okay, start using 50 and see, do you get knocked out a lot of times and it keeps going using 50 versus 80? If the answer is no, then yeah, keep 50. Let experience be the real teacher. Don't guess. Don't go by feeling. This is where journaling comes into play. All right. All right. Guys, where's Dave Barco? Where is he at this morning? Is he in the Latin room? Where's Dave? The chart disappeared? The chart is up for me. Jason, refresh. When the price goes into pullback, then starts to come back and forms a shelf, do we adjust stop? Oh, do you just stop on time? Like you mean it pulls back like that. It starts to go up and then do a shelf like that. If it breaks out of the shelf, you can use the shelf as a stop. Guys, look, stop adjustments are always after a move. If you move, stop adjust, right? If you move, stop adjust. Now you're pausing. If you move, stop adjust. It's very simple. Every time there's a move, you stop adjust. Here's the problem. Traders enter and then stop adjust, but there has been no move, and that's wrong. Yeah, it's weird that Dave is not here. Guys, so speaking of the journal, like I had Dave with me in the United States. Dave is from Colombia. Dave and Santiago were with me in the United States for a few days. They've flown back there in Colombia now, but I take them to a bookstore and Dave buys 2 journals. He doesn't buy books, he buys journals. That's what I'm talking about. Journal, 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 journal. It's your key to growth. You're quite welcome. All right, guys, listen. Love you to death. Enjoy the rest of your trading morning. Be safe. We had a good morning here this morning. The vast majority of you did well. Congratulations. I'm going to do some prep work for my next class. I've got the private mentorship group coming up at 11. For those of you who are part of that, get ready. Have your plays ready for review. All right, guys. See you the next time.